All right, we are on week 9 now. I am not making a video for last week because I was just sick. I laid in bed a lot, didn't do much. Couple late night trips to McDonald's, or like midnight trips to McDonald's. Feels a lot healthier when you're walking 45 minutes there and back to get it. So, I mean, that's a plus. But yeah, didn't do much the last 2 weeks. And then yesterday we had our one of our field trips. We went lots of different places. So our first stop was Berwick-upon-Tweed. It is the most northern England town. It used to swap between Scottish and English territory until the 15th, 16th century. And in the 16th century, there was a defense built all the way around the town, which is still there today. So we walked kind of on top of it, almost all the way around the town, which was really cool. We got some cool views. But yeah, it was fully surrounded. Since it was the most northern town, they were worried about wars happening and armies coming from all different directions. So you got to see kind of how they prepared for that. Although they built this, it actually never was used. So they don't actually know how well of a job it was done, which I thought was pretty interesting. But it was cool to see. Beautiful views, lots of fresh air being up on the wall basically. And then after that, we went to Holy Island. So to get to Holy Island, it's only accessible via a road, and that road is built like through the water. So during high tides, the road is completely covered and you can't get to the island. So it's usually cut off twice a day from the mainland. And there's only about 120 people who live there, but there's like 3 million tourists that come out every summer or something. There's a lot of people that visited it. So we went and toured the castle. So one of my professors here, Nick, he actually works, he's not like a professor, he actually works for the National Trust, which is the group that takes care of old buildings, old castles, and maintains everything in it. So he works and he maintains the artifacts within the castle on Holy Island. So that's pretty cool. He works there 5 days a week, just working on protecting everything that's there, doing research. Just pretty cool. We got to see that. So I'm showing clips of the tour of inside the castle and the views from it. Next, we went over to the Lindisfarne Priory, which is also on Holy Island. It is where the monks lived in the 8th century, 6th century. So we got to see the ruins of that cathedral, and the kind of where they lived is the other building. The gray stones is kind of where they lived and had their quarters and kitchen and all of that stuff. So those are the two things we did in Holy Island. After that, we headed over to Bamborough. The first thing we did there was the Grace Darling Museum, which Grace Darling was a famous heroine after risking her life to save stranded survivors of a wrecked steamship called Forfarshire in 1838. She was one of the most celebrated heroines of that era. It's a pretty cool story. She was 25, and then she ended up dying 4 years later of tuberculosis. And she actually at one point ended up in Alnwick Castle while she was recovering or trying to recover, but ultimately ended up passing away. So that's pretty cool. Alnwick, related to Alnwick anyways. And then we also went to the church there and went to her burial site. And then after that, we kind of had free time. I was freezing cold, like freezing. Everyone else went and played at this park, but I was freezing, so I went back to the bus. On our walk back to the bus, we saw Badenborough Castle, which was like up above. We didn't go and see inside because Nick said that it's not worth it at all. So we didn't go inside. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We didn't do much else. We went back to the castle. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for the last 2 weeks. I have some exciting trips coming up. I leave tomorrow for Edinburgh for a backpacking trip, so I'll be recording that and documenting it, so it should be cool. Some other big trips towards the end of the month. Kind of trying to fit everything in that I want to do before I leave yet. But yeah, that's all.